highest numbers of deaths in 20 years in immigration custody.
The numbers are
47.
We haven't seen
since 47 took over.
Frequently,
30 last year and 17 this year that they admit.
About the deaths feels very murky.
About 70,000
the information's murky. Probably the numbers are murky
in
too.
ICE facilities
70,000 people
States right now. That's more than any time in U.S. history. And makeshift facilities are being built at record-breaking numbers.
And I guess I'm not surprised that we're seeing these high numbers of health and safety incidents and deaths because of just how quickly the correctional system has expanded. And in fact, wouldn't be surprised if it continues.
Well, we should stop it. We should surprise them and stop all their evil concentration camps and kidnappings and killing people.
For this story,
shit ain't that hard.
Reporter Caitlin Dickerson helps break down the conditions children are facing in immigrant detention.
Stop the kidnappers.
We're going to talk
Stop
about
the Nazis.
Some mixed status families
Stop
are
pedophiles.
choosing to leave the United States. Why she believes the average person can actually do more to fight back.
Looking forward to suggestions.
From
Doing my
raids
part,
to
constantly
detention
posting
to
and live streaming about it.
deportation, there's a lot of data out there about what the Trump administration's crackdown actually looks like. The Trump administration has also touted claims that nearly 2 million people have decided to leave the country and quote-unquote self-deport. But Trump has not backed up this claim, and experts agree that these numbers are probably highly exaggerated. What is true is that some people have chosen to leave on their own terms. And that is where I'm going to start my conversation with Caitlin, because she recently published an essay in The Atlantic profiling a family with mixed immigration status and how they're navigating this tough decision as to whether to stay or go.
So my story with the Cruz family
goes way back because I first met them in 2016. I was at the New York Times. Trump had just been elected a couple of months earlier, and I was really curious about what mixed status families were going to do.
The father, Irvi, is from Oaxaca, Mexico, and he's lived in the United States, in New York, in Harlem, for about 25 years without legal status.
Ruining the country.
Irvi married Rachel, a U.S. citizen who grew up in Philadelphia in 2009. And they have 2 daughters, Anna and Sarah.
I went to their house one night for dinner and I met Irvi in person, who was also just immediately someone who stood out to me. He's got a kind of poetic way of describing his circumstances. And the situation was immediately so complex and so clear. This was somebody who did everything they could to try to get right by the American immigration system and just again and again got doors slammed in his face.
So
I walked with them through this process of determining 10 years ago what to do. And ultimately they ended up staying. We stayed in touch. But Rachel in particular made a point to reach out to me when the Biden administration announced this program, Keeping Families Together, in the summer of 2024, saying, hey, Caitlin, it looks like Irvi might finally get legal status after all these years. And then just a few months later, I got another message. Actually, we're leaving.
They decided to move to Oaxaca, the place Irvi left more than 25 years ago, a place Rachel, his wife, and their 2 daughters had never even visited. Can you walk us through what led them to finally say, we gotta go?
And they made this decision in November, right after Trump was elected. And so people told them that they were overreacting and they should calm down. You know, that New York is a sanctuary city, that Irvi has an American citizen spouse. A lot of people think wrongly that that automatically qualifies you for some sort of protection. There are more than 4 million American citizens and permanent residents who have a spouse without status and have no way of gaining one. So living in New York, just being so well established in the community, being homeowners. Irvi was an institution at this Upper West Side bistro where he'd worked for more than a decade. Rachel was so deeply ensconced in